It's 4 p.m. right now on this special early edition of Apple Valley News Now. A vehicle prowl investigation leads to a SWAT team standoff. What Richland officers discover at one Benham Street home. Plus, a former Cadillac employee breaks their silence about alleged sexual abuse claims against Dr. Mark Mulholland. What they said hospital leadership did with patient complaints. Also ahead, a former mayor taking on a new role at the Port of Pasco, how he is shaping his vision for future development. Stacy?
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin in between, we're tracking some cloudy skies. We're looking for some dense fog. There's even an air stagnation advisory. What you can expect to see this week in the weather as the news at 4 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, special edition, on your side.
It is Monday, January the 12th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. A shocking new revelation in Richland as a former employee of Cadillac Regional Medical Center has come forward, claiming the hospital covered up decades of sexual abuse allegations against Dr. Mark Mulholland. Dozens of women have accused Mulholland of sexual abuse and inappropriate behavior during medical exams while he worked at Associated Physicians for Women. 7 new lawsuits have been filed against Cadillac and its parent company, Providence Health and Services. The former employee who worked alongside Mulholland revealed that patient complaints and staff concerns were repeatedly ignored and minimized by hospital leadership. According to the employee, when complaints were raised, the response was, "He just says it as it is," and "That's just the way he is." The Washington Medical Commission ordered Mulholland to stop treating female patients this September, but his medical license remains active. Mulholland is no longer a physician with Cadillac. The hospital has so far declined to speak with Apple Valley News Now about the allegations. Richland police, during an open records request, would not confirm if Mulholland was under investigation, but told us records we requested that are connected to him could not be released because of an active investigation. Dr. Mulholland is not facing any criminal charges at this time related to the allegations and claims by former patients. Other news, to a crime alert out of Richland, where a SWAT standoff unfolded this morning as police served a search warrant tied to a vehicle prowl investigation. Officers say the case stems from a vehicle prowl early Christmas morning near the 50 block of Jadwin Avenue, where high-value tools and accessories were stolen. Investigators tracked the stolen property to a home near the 900 block of Benham Street. Because of the location's history and the possibility of multiple people inside, the Tri-Cities Regional SWAT team was called in. 6 people eventually exited the home and cooperated with officers. Officers say nearly all of the stolen items were recovered and are being returned to the victim. All right, time to talk First Alert weather. It is a new week, and Stacey Lee is here.
New week and, well, an all-new weather forecast.
And a warm one at that.
Very warm, very warm. And on top of that, we're tracking fog and freezing fog. We saw a lot of it in the Kittitas Valley, and that's going to be the case once again. So foggy stretch. Air stagnation advisory that is in place for the entire region beginning tomorrow at 7 a.m. lasting until Friday. That means limit your use of wood-burning stoves, no outdoor burning, and watch for poor air quality in the coming days. Let's take a look outside. You can already see the fog just starting to develop there in Yakima on the Tanum Ridge cam looking down into the city. You can just see that fog. So foggy night tonight. Some visibility will be down to a quarter mile or less, and that'll be in Ellensburg, Yakima, Sunnyside, all the way to Walla Walla. That fog could persist till about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So several days of looking at some fog. Temperatures, though, very warm. This is still January, folks, and we're seeing temperatures right now 60 degrees in Walla Walla. We are right in the middle of a subtropical jet stream, and look at it. It comes right through Washington State. So warm weather will continue through the middle of next week. Temperatures tonight staying pretty consistent in the 40s, some places in the 30s by 10. So look for mostly cloudy skies tonight. Fog and freezing fog is possible each night. Air stagnation advisory through Friday, and then our cooling trend begins on Friday. I'll break all of that down coming up on my full weather forecast. Austin?
Stacy, thanks. In more local news now, the Port of Pasco is welcoming a new commissioner as former Pasco Mayor Matt Watkins steps into a leadership role. Watkins served as mayor for 10 years and is now representing District 2 on the Port of Pasco Commission. He says his focus is on helping guide future projects and moving long-discussed development efforts forward. He points to major industrial investments like the Darigold plant north of Pasco and continued development near the Ryman complex as examples of how the port can attract new business, create jobs, and continue diversifying the local tax base.
When you're with other organizations, you have to tell people what they might not be able to do with a piece of property if you're a city. Ports are all about adding value and diversifying tax base. And so I think that's a very positive message.
Watkins says he's looking forward to working with staff and fellow commissioners to help move port projects forward. Also in the Tri-Cities, work began today on the US 395 bridge located on 4th Avenue. The project is expected to continue from Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. for up to 3 weeks. During this time, cracks are expected to be sealed along the bridge deck. In roughly 2 weeks, crews will be working on US 395, which means 24-hour single-lane closures will occur for a day or two. The work is subject to change and is dependent on weather. Now to Yakima County and in Sunnyside, the City Council is hosting its first regular City Council meeting of the year tonight. It will be held at the Sunnyside Police Department starting at 6 p.m. The council will be discussing the first quarter hiring freeze that they will be implementing with specific exempt positions. Another hot topic will be the selection of the council's new mayor and deputy mayor. With the previous longtime mayor stepping down from his position, he explains what this process will look like tonight.
What happens in January 12 is our first regular council meeting, and I won't be there, so the deputy mayor will step in the interim as the highest elected official for the city. Then they, at the beginning of the meeting, will conduct an election for a new mayor and a new deputy mayor. And it can be any council member who's serving on council legitimately, and they will select the mayor, and that mayor will serve for two years.
He says the process usually takes about 15 minutes. Now to our big national story, additional U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents are expected to deploy to Minneapolis. This as tensions remain high after last week's ICE-involved shooting that left a mother of 3 dead. Karen Caifa has the latest from Washington, D.C.
Around 1,000 more federal agents are expected in Minneapolis, law enforcement sources say, as tensions remain high in the city after ICE agent Jonathan Ross shot and killed protester Renee Good last Wednesday. This video shows an ICE agent pushing a man who was blocking an ICE vehicle, causing him to fall into oncoming traffic Saturday. And on Sunday night, federal agents engaged and dispersed a group of protesters after a fight began within the crowd. The surge in federal agents this week will mark the latest in the ongoing friction between the Democratic-led city and the Trump administration. Democratic officials say the Trump Justice Department has blocked state officials from participating in what was supposed to be a joint investigation with the FBI into Renee Good's killing as she tried to drive away from Ross last week.
We've got to be operating from a point of course, have this investigation. It should be a neutral, unbiased investigation where you get the facts.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem called on the officials to, quote, grow up.
They've encouraged the kind of destruction and violence that we've seen in Minneapolis the last several days, and I would encourage them to grow up, get some maturity.
Protests against ICE action and calls for accountability went beyond Minneapolis this weekend with demonstrations in cities including New York, Los Angeles, and outside ICE headquarters in the nation's capital. In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.
In a lawsuit filed today, Minnesota is now suing the Trump administration for their federal immigration operations, calling it, quote, a federal invasion of the Twin Cities. Other news and closer to home, the Washington State Legislature kicked off its session today in Olympia with opening ceremonies held at noon by the Washington House of Representatives.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars.
The House opening ceremonies included the national anthem performed by Elizabeth Abell, a 6th grader from St. Joseph's Catholic School in Kennewick. Of course, that drew applause from lawmakers and visitors. House leaders say priorities this season include the state budget, housing, and public safety.
Stopping the bad and building the good. Let's start now.
I love this state. I was born here, I was raised here, I spent my entire life trying to make it better. That's why I stand here before you today, Madam Speaker, with hope. Hope for a productive session, hope that we can find common ground, hope that we can fix this Washington to make it safer and more affordable.
Lawmakers are bracing for budget cuts and possible new taxes amid a $390 million deficit. This year's session is considered to be a short session lasting just 60 days. This special edition of Apple Valley News Now is just getting started. Up next, Grandview Schools put a levy renewal before voters. What's at stake if the February ballot measure fails? And let's go outside. Live pictures from our SkyCam network overlooking the Yakima Valley and in the Tri-Cities. Stacey Lee's coming back with your full First Alert forecast. Look at that. We're close to 60. It's January 12th. Stay with us.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Introducing Purple, the only mattress with the GelFlex grid, designed to relieve pressure and reduce pain, so you can end and start your day feeling refreshed. From quiet mornings to meaningful moments together. Because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day.
Shop Purple at Denver Mattress and discover deeper sleep. Plus 72 months, no interest. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect purple.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion.
We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Sophia has a way of finding the perfect fit. So, when she was searching for a vehicle, she started at FordBlueAdvantage.com, where she found a certified pre-owned SUV from her local Ford dealer. It was inspected, backed by a Ford warranty, and a Carfax report. A vehicle that fit her style and her budget to a T. Because she knows from experience the best finds are the ones that feel made for you. And well, we have to agree with her there. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
It's like mountain biking, but in snow. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
You're watching Apple Valley News Now Special Edition. Welcome back. Well, the Grandview School District is seeking to renew its school levy that was previously approved by voters in 2022. The levy will appear on your February special election ballot. The Grandview School District Superintendent says the current levy funds a little over 9% of its $66 million operating budget. If not approved, he says it will directly impact things like after-school programs such as sports, music, and drama, along with the safety and security staffing. He also adds that if the levy were to fail, it would affect the district's state funding.
The total amount for the levy that we're asking our voters for is $16 million over 4 years. And then the district, because we are considered industry poor, we don't have a lot of buildings, companies here that raise a lot of money, so it's primarily funded by our families. So because of that, we get matching funds from the state. So for the money that we receive from our voters, we'll receive an extra $22.2 million in matching funds if we pass the levy. If we don't pass the levy, we don't receive any of the matching funds.
He also adds if you have a $300,000 home, it is about $41.25 per month. Moving to Northern Oregon now, the city of Boardman is taking a major step toward shaping the future of its parks as leaders prepare to adopt a long-term master plan. After more than a year of community input and planning, Boardman city officials are set to finalize the city's first ever parks master plan. This plan outlines how parks, trails, and recreational spaces could grow alongside the city's rapidly changing population. City leaders say the effort comes at a critical time as Boardman continues to see steady growth fueled by industry at the Port of Morrow and an increasingly diverse community.
All of these planning help us to get ready for the next 20 years and for this population surge. I mean, at one point, the city was the fastest growing city in Oregon.
The Parks Master Plan is expected to be considered for adoption by the City Council next week, giving Boardman a roadmap for future park developments, as well as the community planning for decades ahead.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy Monday. We got through it pretty dry, pretty boring for most of the state, but we'll zoom in to the very tippy top from Cedro Woolley, it looks like, to Bellingham, and right there at the Canadian border. They've got some active rain. Overall, though, it's been a dry, just partly cloudy day, as you can see here in Ellensburg at the rodeo grounds. We still have, I call it the permafrost that's been there for a couple of weeks. But right now, 43 degrees, warm for December. Winds are light at 5, or feels like is 40. Visibility still really good, but we're going to be watching that tonight as fog and freezing fog could develop. Look at our entire map. Very, very warm this afternoon. 60 degrees in Walla Walla, 55 Tri-Cities, 50 in Yakima. So overall, things are fairly quiet, but we do have those clouds kind of lingering through the region. We're not going to get any precip out of that. Just fog and freezing fog. In fact, the air is moving so slow in most of our areas. We have a air stagnation advisory in effect from the foothills of the Blues all the way down to the Dalles and up to Ellensburg and in between. Poor air quality, no outdoor burning, and limit your residential wood burning fireplaces. On top of that, we are sitting there on the subtropical jet stream, which is aiming right at us. As you can see here, we're going to have very warm temperatures once again tomorrow in the region. We could break some records, especially look where that line is, right through our Cascade Mountains. So all of that snow we got is melting rapidly, and that is increasing chances of avalanche. We've seen some of those in our area. Get ready for dry conditions for the foreseeable future. In fact, in warm temperatures, look at us well above average in Ellensburg, normally 36 degrees. We're going to stay above average, but a little bit closer to it starting next week. Staying well above our average in Yakima of 38 degrees in Yakima. And then you'll see those temperatures slide down, still above average, but a little bit cooler on Friday through Monday of next week. 51 for Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Our average is 41, so we're running about 10 degrees warmer. We'll be much closer to our average beginning on Friday. So cool or warm temperatures cooling down by the end of the week. We've got fog and freezing fog possible in our areas, especially in valleys in the foothills like Walla Walla, through the valley between Sunnyside and Yakima, and then here in the Kittitas Valley is where that fog is probably going to be hanging out. Here we are, 51 tomorrow, a warm day for your Tuesday. Those overnight lows staying on the cool side. Look for fog there. Pretty much a quiet week as we head into Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Here's extended forecast in Yakima. Some fog possible overnight and in the early mornings tomorrow. Temperatures staying in the 40s during the day, the 20s and 30s at night. Here's Ellensburg with the extended forecast with some fog and freezing fog through Friday, and things should start to break up by Friday afternoon. A little bit cooler as we head towards MLK weekend. Walla Walla 55 degrees for the high tomorrow. That's warm. We saw 60 degrees earlier today. Fog possible in Walla Walla through Thursday. And in fact, each and every morning you could see little pockets of fog staying in the 40s. 50 tomorrow, Hermiston. Foggy conditions, daytime highs 40s and overnight lows down in the 20s and 30s. So pretty quiet forecast, Austin. It's just kind of, we're sailing through. So
you showed me that picture earlier of the snow this day back in 2017.
Right. Oh, I was showing you my driveway in 2017 and we had, I don't know how many inches, but the pile of snow was, you know, yay high.
So weird. All right.
So pretty quiet.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Coming up next, an elementary school is giving students something that lasts longer than birthday cake and is fostering a love of books. Stay with us for that story. It's next in the Spotlight.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
This new year, refresh your space with comfort that fits your life. From living rooms made for relaxing, to dining rooms made for gathering, and bedrooms designed for better rest. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and make it yours with 31 months interest-free financing. For our lowest prices of the year, visit a More Furniture near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
From our family at Bruce Heating & Air, New Year's isn't just a day, it's a moment of magic, reflection, and hope. Another year to bring comfort and care to the community we cherish most.
These other guys don't have protein like me. Up to 35 grams in my protein bowls, or try my 2 for $6 Jack Wraps. If I'm saying something that's not true, do something about it. Try my protein bowls and Jack Wraps. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I think this is my favorite. Hun, what do you think of this? From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Houston battles Pittsburgh tonight at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Time for the Spotlight. A new surprise offering has staff at Garfield Elementary in Toppenish saying they can't wait to see students smile on their birthdays. Students will now get a birthday announcement and book coin, which means they get to choose a new book on their special day. Staff say it encourages a love of reading and it's a fun new way to celebrate their students. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Connect with us on social media.
I love that. A little book vending machine.
Right? Yeah.
All right, stay with us. Your reason to smile. That's next.
It's like mountain biking, but in snow. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
The outdoors come indoors at the 32nd Annual Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Hapo Center in Pasco. See the live reptiles at the Brad's World Reptile Exhibit. Check out the hourly hunting and fishing seminars. Kids can fish at Lunker Lake. See the trophies of the Northwest Big Game Display. 2 buildings full of exhibitors, boats, RVs, pickups, ATVs, and more. It's the Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 23rd through 25th in Pasco. Don't miss it.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
From our family at Bruce Heating and Air, New Year's isn't just a day, it's a moment of magic, reflection, and hope. Another year to bring comfort and care to the community we cherish most.
The accident happened so quickly.
I had no idea what to do next.
Instead of going through it alone, I found hope.
With Abeda Nelson.
For over 40 years, we've helped families navigate the complicated legal process.
Getting the care and settlement you deserve.
Abeda Nelson took care of everything.
So I could focus on healing and getting back to my life.
Abeda Nelson took my injury personally.
Accidents happen. Compensation should too.
Abeda Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Prosser's most colorful adventure is at Splat-It. Throw paint, get messy, and have a blast. For kids, adults, parties, and nights out, Splat-It has it all. Book now at splatitnw.com.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive Soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 72 months no interest. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
It is a wild card playoff game.
Texans, Steelers, NFL wildcard weekend. Houston battles Pittsburgh tonight at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have a recap on the first day of the Washington State legislative session.
And our weather is just not really doing too much over the next 7 days. We'll talk about the potential of some freezing fog, though, tomorrow morning at 5.
And welcome back. We always like to end on a positive note. So thanks to you, our viewers, your reason to smile from Chuck Lawless. Look at that beautiful sunrise on Sunday morning. That's very nice. Good shot. Keep getting outside and grabbing those photos. Use the QR code on the top of your screen right now, or right there, to get your photo on TV. Thanks to Lifetime Dental. All right, let's take a look at the big weather stories. Fog and freezing fog possible pretty much all week long, and it'll be spotty. It'll be in some areas and not others, but if you have to commute around the region, just be aware. We're staying dry for the foreseeable future. We have no rain really in the forecast at all, and we'll start to see a cool down as we get into Friday and Saturday. You'll see temperatures getting closer to normal. Planning your day, not too shabby at 8 o'clock. Look at that. Near 40 degrees in Ellensburg, 41 in Walla Walla, 40s and 50s for the afternoon. Again, fog and freezing fog is possible in the morning, but with those warm temperatures, just look for good old fog.
Yeah, that's about the big story. That's it. That's
that
all we
is
have.
the big story. So.
All right. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for joining us. Monday Night Football is coming at you next, and then we'll see you after that.
That's right. See you then.